Alright guys, welcome back to another Warframe video. So in the last video, we were working on doing more cleanup over in the Necrolisk, and I did some background work. It's been a few days. I'm pretty sure that's what I was last working on. It might have been a story mission, but I know I was playing Titania. I just swapped to Octavia because I haven't used Octavia in a while. So when I first jumped in, I saw an alert telling me that I had items to collect, and that was an Orcan reactor and an Orcan catalyst that I crafted. And then I went in to craft some more, and I realized that I don't see the blueprint anymore. So it appears that I just discovered for the first time that the blueprints are one-time use. I don't know if it's on specific ones. The ciphers, obviously that's a blueprint you can use again and again. There's no reason you would really ever need to make more than one. Well, maybe there is and I just don't know it, to make more than one frame. So I've never tested whether or not that was a thing. But at least the reactor and the catalyst don't appear to be reusable. So I don't know if I made a mistake by not just making a big old pile of them when I had the blueprint available or not. But regardless, I guess we'll have to keep our eyes out for other things we can do to get those blueprints again, or we can just grind them through the Nightwave. So that's the thing that I just discovered. A little disappointing, but hey, we always learn something new when we jump back in. But what I did want to point out is that I do now finally have this elusive Voidrig capsule secured. So today what we are going to be focusing down is jumping on to try to get these missing parts that we need to finally craft that necromech, because I do want to be able to jump into the new war quest. And I did have some people in the comments recently. I've been playing catch up because I just moved, but I did start reading through and responding again after a couple weeks, just busy. And I caught that some people mentioned, hey, those 10 missions you're missing in order to complete the game, I'm air quoting there, and be able to move on to the next part, here's what you need to do. So I do know that getting through some of these story missions I've yet to do, the new war being one of those kind of segments, is going to be one of the steps along the way to get those done. So we are definitely going to be focusing down on this side. So I believe that I may have some blueprints for some of this, but I suspect we're going to have to do maybe a bit of fishing, maybe a bit of farming, cranial foremount, secondary skull, myxostomata. Yep, that's definitely going to be fishing. That, I think I actually picked that up as a gift from maybe Mother from bounties in the middle of this. Devolved Namalon, Capuchan Imbelos, Tempered Bapholite. I know I have that. So let's just pop over to our miscellaneous, see if it pops over in there. Nope, it's probably in mining. So Tempered Bapholite. Yep. So that takes 1 minute. I've got Pyrrole, I've got Bapholite, so I should be able to build another stack of that. And yeah, down here, so found in the drift, Deimos Blue Legions. So we're going to have to go doing some mining in the Necrolisk, at least for this part. I'm going to try to just focus one of these at a time. And, we'll come back and we'll mine and farm where we need to mine and farm. But that's going to be the goal for today. So maybe not the most, seat of your pants riveting content to watch, but that's what I'm going to try to focus on and do today, is get these needed materials in hand so I can finally craft the parts on the necromech, the Voidrig parts. I'm guessing, 72 hours on the full one, so it's going to work like a Warframe. You get the parts you need to finally craft these. That'll take 12 hours each. Then once those are done, it'll be the 3-day wait on the rig itself. So with any luck, within the next week's worth of play sessions, I should be able to have all of these parts in hand to move on to the next steps.
Foundry items ready. Claim them now at your earliest convenience.
So we'll claim that Bapholite. We'll jump back over to miscellaneous. That went with this. We'll need 10 more. Can I craft 10 more? We'll need more Pyrrole. Plains of Eidolon. So we'll have to mine at Plains of Eidolon for that. So that's going to be the first thing that I'm going to do. Actually, as I'm sitting here walking through this, and talking this out, I think that it would make for a rather boring video to show another big round of me mining and hopping around. I'm going to make this background work. I just, for the first time in days, been slammed at my day job, have time to sit back down. So I'm just kind of resetting, but that's the plan, guys. We are going to be mining and farming and fishing for the parts that we need in the background to finally get this Voidrig segments crafted to get our Necromech finally built. So I'm going to cut here. I'm going to do some background work. I will jump back in, and if it looks like it's going to take a really long time and it's not going to be as much time as I have devoted to be today's play session, we'll just jump back over. I have a Hydroid that I still need to finish ranking up. I did, as you may have caught, I think it's considered a primary. Where is it? The Ignis Wraith. We're going to need some Argon crystals for that. But I did get that blueprint during the Star Days event, which was rather enjoyable, pretty relaxed. So yeah, we've got a lot of ways we can go, but today's main focus is going to be on working on getting these Voidrig parts done. So I will do my background work, we'll cut, and then we will be back in a bit. All right, guys, so I did jump back over to the Necrolisk because I remembered I just needed to wait the extra day to cash in some more tokens for the rank up, and then there's going to be a cutscene. So since I forgot about that last time, I'm just jumping back over to show you I just checked in. I just ranked up to level 4. I'm now a friend. So once I hit continue, I expect there's another cutscene.
Let us speak then, perhaps as equals.
I'll have to pick something first. A trophy blueprint. A trophy blueprint. I don't know what any of this stuff is. Let's see what this is. Drains and stores 20 health. Up to 40% if your health falls below 10. Companion downs itself to heal you. That's interesting for a Vulpus via Predicite. You know, I don't know what any of these are, but this one, obviously, I don't have it. That actually sounds like it would be quite strong, so I'm just going to pick that. We'll redeem that. That'll be our reward. And cutscene.
Do you remember when I first bred infested? How we played with them for hours.
What you did with those things was a deliberate insult.
I'm sorry you don't appreciate my sense of humor. But I did make you happy, didn't I? When you killed them.
Wait. Is that why you did it?
Vilcor, my sweet sire, what good is a weapons expert without something to kill?
Interesting. Well, we already had Vilcor and Kermeros named. I was actually rather expecting that they would give us a name for mother or grandmother, but that's okay. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to grab that little cutscene. I'm sure all of you have seen it, but since I hadn't. So yeah, the family dynamic is a little interesting. Sounds like all of their animosity may have been able to be avoided had they just communicated like normal people with one another. Be that as it may, it's time to go mining and farming in the background, so we will be back. All right, guys, so quick little break there, but I do want to pop back over to the foundry and show you where we are. So this is actually day 2 of my background farming to get everything ready, but I did want to show you what we've got. You'll see that my Voidrig capsule is already ready. I finished that one up first yesterday. I just went down the list one by one. Today is actually day 2 of my grinding and going after the rest of this stuff, but it was actually pretty quick. So you'll see I've got what I needed for all the rest of the parts as well. So we're going to get the engine going. and we're going to get the weapon pod going. And we're going to get the Voidrig casing going. So for the casing, it required 10 cranial mount or something like that. I fished for hours and never had any fish that I found that I had cut up drop that. But when I loaded in today to resume grinding, I checked the sister's daily special and saw that she was selling the cranial form out. So you'll notice I do have just a few fewer platinum up there because I did just pick that one up. I'm sure if I continued grinding for days longer that I eventually would have found the fish that I needed for it. But that was the one part I didn't have any luck. All the rest of it was just grabbing the needed blueprints from a talk, and that was just waiting on the day to reset for the standing. So somebody mentioned in my comments the date that I'm recording this actually is Wednesday, March the 13th. So somebody within the last 2 or 3 days mentioned in my comments, hey, by the way, if you do the grandmother tokens, you get a lot more Entrati standing for those. So thank you very much for that tip. And then the second person or two, there were a few people that mentioned this in the comments as well, because the first time of my using the mining laser video came out very recently, and somebody mentioned, hey, by the way, with that red laser, if you stop it in that kind of little box, you'll get more resources for each one of those you do. So both of those two tips, thank you very much. That made the entire grinding and farming process in the background go much, much quicker than it otherwise would have. So I do sincerely appreciate the feedback on that. That really made life much simpler. So guys, we are close. We are going to have this Voidrig very, very soon, just a matter of days. This will take half a day on these last 3 parts, and then the 3-day wait on the Voidrig itself, and then we can finally jump into the new war. So for the remainder of today, what I wanted to try to kind of focus down on, and this is related to my comments about not realizing that the catalyst and reactor, the potato blueprints, were a one-time use thing. So since I know that you can buy them from the market for creds, I've got 125, and there's another 50 if I can get another tier or 2 up. What I kind of want to target is just doing a little bit of something that's going to allow me to get some of these done. So Eximus, that would be pretty easy in a Sanctuary Onslaught. I do still need to finish fully getting Hyrdoid level up. So I am going to be jumping in next. I'm just going to bring Hyrdoid into the Onslaught. Also, I have absolutely not forgotten, I do want to be able to craft that Ignis Wraith. Everybody said, hey, this is a really great weapon that can carry you very, very far. But as we can see, all the great stuff in the game requires this really, really, really annoying resource, Argon Crystals. I just hate farming for that. It takes hours and hours and hours. I'm sure there's probably some better ways to target farm it, maybe specific mission nodes, but it's a real slog going after those Argon Crystals. Regardless, that's not happening today. I'm not grinding for that. We are going to swap off of Octavia, whom I did have quite a bit of fun playing around as I was doing farming, especially as I was mining. She was really great. Just tab 1, 2. Any enemies that ran and tried to hit you while you were in the middle of the mining, it just took care of it right away. Yeah, Octavia's the GOAT. But anyway, we are going to jump back over to Hydroid, and we're going to just quickly double check. I don't think I have any other new weapons that I could bring in to work up. No, I don't. Arcoplasmor, limited time. I don't know what that is, but it's on sale. What is this? Corpus Plasma Shotgun. Huh. That does a radiation dump on top. Pretty decent crit. Not bad on the status. I bet you that's a pretty good weapon. All in due time, we'll get our hands on this stuff. Epitaph might be... you know what? Let me grab the Twin Stubbas. I feel like somebody said if you put a potato on this, that it actually goes beyond level 30. I think they said you could go up to level 40, so let's just put a catalyst on there. And that dumps just a ridiculous volume of points into the till. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to jump in with Hydroid, and I am going to use the Twin Stubbers. Let's just see what we do or don't want to put on there. I don't remember how I had this set up. It's got a decent crit chance. It's got a pretty strong status chance multiplier, which for me right now I have it set for Toxin. I think maybe Viral might be nice. What is that? Cold? I need Cold, right? I believe that's correct. I should have Cold for my secondary. I think I should. Looks like maybe I don't. Hornet Strike, we've already got that maxed. Gunslinger, don't really need that. Huh. I've got all of my expels. So it does look like maybe I do not have Cold yet. I don't. That's unfortunate. Okay, this has... Nope, we want to keep the Toxin over. What else could I throw in there? What is Convulsion on top of Pestilence? What does that do? Corrosive. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could throw Corrosive. That's for shields, right? Grenier, Armor, Fossilize, Infested. And Toxin is good for what? I forget. Corpus. So that's specific to Corpus. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's no downside really to throwing that on there, I suppose. I mean, it will eat up a fair chunk of points, but just for the sake of, you know, we've got a bunch of points with which to work, let's just pop that on. So that's status chance. It's already got almost 50%. That's a waste. Impact, I mean, you know, it's already got decent impact on there. That just seems like a silly one to add. Primary to ammo pickup. I could throw that on there, I guess. Razor shot, that's more slash, don't need it. What is the reload speed? Reload speed 2.7. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can make that reload a little bit quicker. 1.8 drops nearly a second off. Mag capacity. What is the current mag? 114. Yeah, because it's doubles. It's got plenty of max ammo, so it's not really short on ammo, though it does rip through it pretty quickly. Status chance, we could bump up a bit higher. Higher status chance when aiming for 2 seconds. I mean, that almost would... I mean, it's already got a really high status chance anyway, but it would almost start making the guarantee for the proc, even though it's like almost a 50% chance. And then, of course, expels we could throw in the mix there. Fulmination, that's blasted. This doesn't have blast. Fire rate, it really doesn't need it. Hornet Strike we've got. Don't really need that. Crit chance when aiming for 2 seconds. Status duration actually would not be too bad. Crit damage. What is our crit damage on this? That I don't know. Yeah, it would be nice to get some of those known as well. So I think what I'm going to do, let's just put a longer status duration on this. That'll leave us with 3 points. And when and if we do finally unlock a secondary cold, that might also be useful. Is there anything I could throw in here for just 3 points? I guess I could just grab... Nah, they're all kind of 4+. I guess I could go with slightly higher crit chance. after aiming for 2 seconds. That leaves 1 point left over. Once we get a few more mods, we'll play around with this a bit more, but that'll make it just a little bit stronger. I mean, come on, 555 with as quickly as it fires, that many rounds that could pop out. Yeah, this is not going to be bad. We've already got multi-shot and a nice little dodge speed perk in the background due to the amalgam diffusion. So yeah, I'm reasonably okay with that. So let's swap to that. We'll get some credit on that. The Zorus, I don't think I have anything new here either. The Skiajati came maxed, even though I haven't used it yet. Well, other than in that story quest with Umbral, what's his name? I can't think of it. The Umbral guy. Yeah, these limited time sales on all these weapons I don't have. It is awfully tempting, guys. Anyway, so we've got that going. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I'll leave that on. Twin Stubbers is what I'm going to be planning to use the most for upgrades. Zorus is obviously nice. I've already got one of the Orican Catalyst or Reactor. I forget which one it is. Let's just take a quick peek. I feel like I might be able to craft a different glaive I was looking at the other day. Yeah, the Orvius blade, the disc, takes a little bit of Kuva. We've got plenty of Orican cell. Why don't I just get this crafting? That'll take 12 hours, but that'll give us another new one. Plus, we need to get more stuff maxed so we can get another mastery rank up. I feel like I've been at 11 for quite a while. I feel like that's where I am. But anyway, that's what we're going to do, guys. Real quick, actually, before I jump in, I want to see. I feel like I already adjusted Hydroid after the last play session. Let's just make sure that, yep, I'm not leaving a ton of points on the table. Okay, there's one little efficiency booster back there, no problem. Got a little cheeky bugger hiding around the corner. I really love the crowd control of this 4 ability. It's very, very good. Very, very good. And also the bubble popping ability of his 1. Yeah, honestly, I just really like this kit. I find it very fun to use and very useful.
A data conduit is open. Go now.
Let's do it. Let's do it, team. looks like a few of those guys got what they needed. No big deal. Didn't really need to hit that already, but that's okay, I suppose. Oh! Okay. That was pretty quick.
Data conduit.
Decided to let it go one more round here. That last one was pretty efficiently done. That all looks pretty good.
Data conduit is open. Go now.
Yet again, that was another pretty quick one. I think for my purposes, I just want to let it close so I can see what kind of XP was pulled on this.
The conduit is closing fast.
If they keep going, it'll backfill anyway, no big deal. Good squad. Very strong builds.
Hunter,
The sanctuary will go on without you.
Hydroid is maxed. Twin Stubbas says it's only halfway through 30. It must just take a while. That's interesting. I would have thought that I would have had quite a lot more progress on that. That's okay. Well, we did get Hydroid maxed. Let me just say, leave the squad. Oh, yeah, level 28. I think that was the Volt. Yeah, that guy was slapping. Okay. So, that takes care of a max rank up. Let's check the Nightwave board real quick.
We got as many miles behind us as we do before us. But dreamers, we got this.
8 zones of elite. That could be really tough. I would feel really horrible, me, jumping into an elite. In fact, can I even get into it? Let's find out. Let's just take a peek. Not that I'm thinking I'm going to do it. I'm just curious. 60 to 70. I mean, it doesn't appear to have a lockout, but man. Yep, I know what the event is. The Thermia Fractures again right now. Alerts. Yeah, okay, we probably should do that. Because we are going to need plenty more endo for these mod upgrades. I'll just do my usual swap. We'll do a quick run, guys. Pull out Titania. Run to the bazaar. I may leave this run in. I may cut it out. We'll see how long this video ends up being because I'm kind of hopping and skipping all over the place. But we're hot on the trail, guys. We're getting a lot accomplished here.
System, come here to trade. Need any pointers? A nice find. Here's the endo you're after.
Oh, wow. Okay. We've
Will that
actually gathered a decent chunk of endo. I mean, it's not a lot, but
Come back
it's the most I've had in a
anytime,
while.
Tenno.
Pushing 20,000. That's okay. Cool. So let's head out of here.
Tenno, it's your lucky day.
It is my lucky day. That's actually the second daily reward I've gotten. Okay, let's back out of there. Let's just check the old Nightwave console here.
Who have we got on the line? Oh yeah, I don't have a line.
Super easy with Volt. Visit a featured dojo. Okay. Hijack a cruise ship. Activate the incarnate form of any incarnate weapon in mission. I don't know what that means. I know what that is. That's just mission completions. New war, yep, I can't do that. 3 mobile defense. That should go pretty quickly for 4,500. That's not bad. I bet Hydroid would be pretty good at mobile defense. So, visit a dojo, electric. We'll swap to Volt.
Yeah.
And then we'll start with him on mobile defense. I think is what I'm going to do. I haven't used Volt in a hot minute either. Oh, yeah. Okay, Volt. Look at you. What is this? Dismantle a matching weapon to transfer a boosted version of its innate damage bonus to this weapon? What? Interesting. Yeah, curiosity just got the best of me looking there. Yeah, we'll go here. Let's see if we can just visit a... I'm guessing it's going to be one of the ones they show you in the middle of the ring. That's mine. So is this a feature? Yeah, featured. Let's check this out. Let's just go visit. I presume it'll be a quick just load in, you get credit, and then leave.
From little things, big things grow, dreamers.
Well, this is a really cool looking dojo. Very neat design. Yeah, we got our 1,000. I mean, it's only 1,000. I get it. It's not that much, but okay.
Hey.
That knocks that one out. So let's go. We need 150 electricity damage kills, and then 3 mobile defense. So let's just pop in some random place and do some mobile defense. What is this? Nightmare detonation mode? What does that mean? How do I see what that is? Death detonation mode. Whatever. Let's just pop in and do it.
Operator, are you enjoying?
I assume that means after an enemy drops, they explode. I'm assuming that's what it means.
This is a
I haven't
mobile
done a
defense
nightmare.
mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of actions while I break into the network. Be prepared for heavy resistance. I can't do this without you. Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Still working on it. Continue to defend. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. You are surrounded by Grineer Marines. Area completed. Move on. We have got to find a terminal.
Okay, fine.
Proceed and prepare. Here is a terminal. Get me
Speedy,
in.
speedy.
Ready to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Still working on it. Continue to defend. Terminal hacked. Keep moving.
Run, Volt, run.
Location reached. Our position. I am Tenno. This will take a moment. Still working on it. Continue to defend. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. The odds were against us, but we did it. Mission complete.
Yes, we did. The odds were absolutely stacked against us. You know, I gotta say, that was just one of the most satisfying wins.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Huh. That's actually pretty cool. That's an interesting mod. Never seen... Obviously, it says new. Never seen one like that before. It's almost like an amalgam mod. 2 little perks in one. That's pretty cool. You know what? While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to do one more thing before I wrap up. I think it's on Earth. Is it Iron Wake? I think that's where I want to go. I think that's where you turn in the Riven Slivers for possible Riven mods. Something about coming up here in Riven Slivers, if I'm not mistaken. Several people mentioned it in the comments a few times to me. Might have been. This feels right. Aha! Yeah, so you can trade in slivers here for a random mod. What is this? Rel's Donda. Interesting. Well, I guess I can just say purchase. I mean, that's what they're there for. Maybe one of these has a bit more reasonable unlock requirement. So, yeah, I grabbed that. Let's leave. Let's head back to the orbiter. And let's just take a peek at what Riven mods we have. Most of the ones I had were not like the easiest thing in the world to do. Jump onto Exceltra for fun. Synthesize a Cimmerius target without using traps or abilities while having a hobbled dragon key equipped. I do have a hobbled dragon key. I haven't used them. I did purchase them from, I think, the dojo. Somebody mentioned something about the dragon keys, but I'm not sure, since maybe you use them with Cimmerius. I'm just guessing based on what that mod says. Nope, those are the old ones. 4 Dargans in flight using a bow while aim gliding. 4 rush turrets while in an arc wing without dying or becoming downed. That's the other new one. Oh yeah, that fun little one there. Okay, so what about maybe on a secondary? Let's see what this might be. Kill 17 that are on a dropship while alone or in solo mode.
Operator, were you visualizing a bloody battle?
Me too.
So I guess I could probably do that from, you know, popping the Orb Valis or something and just wait until, you know, there's a dropship coming in. See, are there any for melees? That I don't know. While wall dashing or wall latching without touching the floor. That would actually not be too challenging with anybody that has just a big pop the ability on a level that's not super high. This one I feel like could take some work. But I feel like, yeah, some of these are doable. So I'm not going to do it today. I've already been recording again for quite a while, pushing an hour and a half. But I have an idea of stuff coming up that I might want to check out. At least I remembered, oh yeah, check out Iron Wake for the Slivers. That's the first time I've done that. We'll check what all we've got going. Yep, I already picked up the capsules, so those, yeah. So, it's been about an hour and a half. And then about the same amount of time on that melee weapon. But regardless, guys, definitely got a lot accomplished here, and I am so ready to have these parts done. I'll check them in the wee hours of the morning so I can go ahead and get the necromech crafting as quickly as possible, because I absolutely want to jump into the new war. So we've got plenty of other things to keep us busy in the background. I can, of course, continue working on my Entrati Standing. Plenty to do over there. And I do know that at least sometimes when you're doing missions over there, they do drop argon crystals. I don't know if it's a specific rotation or what the drop table is for it, but I have absolutely picked up argon crystals by playing around on the Necrolisk. So maybe I can get lucky and we can repeat history again. But anyway, you slice it, guys. Got a ton accomplished. I am so glad that I put in the time over there in Deimos to finally get the Necromech going. It's going to be a ton of fun. Very much looking forward to that. And from having done the vault runs, I think I already have a fairly decent chunk of some mods that I can hopefully get equipped on there pretty quickly, and looking forward to testing it out. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that the way that it functions is you equip it on your gear wheel and that you pop into it in battle or call it into battle. I don't think it functions like, oh, here's the Warframe I'm playing a Necromech. Maybe it does function that way. I don't know. I just feel like I've seen people summon it into battle. So I'm assuming that that's how it functions, but we will find out once we get it crafted. Just a few days away. Guys, very much looking forward to it. A very productive last couple days. Well worth putting in the effort in the background. As always, I do sincerely appreciate you checking in, and we will catch you on the next one.